Diepsloot residents plan to intensify protests until President Ramaphosa shows up. They're upset over high crime rates in the area, and it was triggered by the murder of a former CPF chair after he stepped in to stop a robbery. ENC's Manqoba Mchunu is still watching developments in their community and joins us now with an update. Manqoba, once again, good to have you, colleague. How's it looking out in Diepsloot?
Well, Tumelo, as you can see, the residents again at it. They are on the streets of Diepsloot, again protesting against the high crime levels in this community. Well, you saw yesterday residents regrouping and going back to the streets. And essentially, they are saying that they want President Ramaphosa to come to this area to address them as far as the crime situation here is concerned. Of course, earlier on, we did see some residents burning tires, but those were doused off by the police, who are saying that they do not want protesters to blockade any of the roads here in Diepsloot today. There are police officials here on the ground who are monitoring the situation just to ensure that it doesn't get out of control, just like we saw yesterday when residents had taken to the streets. But, you know, residents are saying that it doesn't seem like their message is filtering through or is being heard by officials. In fact, they're saying that they feel that they're being disrespected by the office of the president, which has still not made any commitments to come to this particular area. And really this has angered many of the residents here, who are saying that they want President Ramaphosa to come and address them. One of the residents is here. Baba, nisakhala ngayo indaba yobugebengu namanje.
Namanje sakhala ngayo. Kwamanje sisakhala ngayo safuna ipresident namanje. Ya sijikela imuva ni.
So ke manje niyaqhubeka nemarch yethu namhlanje.
Namhlanje siqhubeka namarch yethu until late. But kusasa sine receive ukuthi sifanele siye i-union building sohlangana nama ministers ukuthi basitshela ukuthi uyeza oba kanjani ipresident kusasa. Yeah.
All right, well, that is just one of the residents, as you can hear, you know, speaking to us. So, namhlanje nime kanjani uhlelo lenayo le protest le?
Angukuthi
uhlelo lenu nime kanjani namhlanje?
uhlelo lethu kwamanje hayi le right manje. Si right asinane problems, right? Mawubona sinamaphoyisa ngemuva basigadile ama security wethu.
All right, well, Obert saying that they are continuing with their march here this morning. Of course, they are shutting down the businesses that have, you know, not shut down at this particular point, which is something that we also saw yesterday when residents were saying that they don't want to see any economic activity happening in this particular area because of the shutdown that they are having. They want to ensure that the economic impact of this is also felt by the businesses that operate in this particular area. And, you know, the residents are saying that, you know, this is going to continue up until they have a response or a commitment from the office of the president. They're saying that this is a peaceful march that they're having today. They are not intending to cause any violence here, but what they will do, though, is that they will remove or demolish any structures that they feel are the ones that are contributing to crime in this particular area. I'm trying to get one of the leaders of this march just to give us a sense of what's happening today. Loiso, thank you very much. As we can see, the march is again happening today. You're still continuing and intensifying this protest.
Exactly, we are still continuing while we are waiting for proper response from the union building. But indeed, we must be honest that we are receiving positive communication from union building. We're waiting for official communication, then we'll take it from there, we'll report to our people. This is how we far. Remember, the reason that we are continuing today is that we gave them 24 hours to properly respond with dates and time frames. We have not received such, but we can say that there are communication, positive communication that are happening with union building so far.
Okay, well, you said that this is a peaceful protest, but we are seeing people shutting down the businesses here and forcing people to shut down.
it is a peaceful protest indeed, but we can't be, when we're dying in our society, it can't be business as usual. It is not a business as usual. It is not normal that people must die each and every week. So hence you see us, people must shut down, they must close, till we agree that, okay, let's suspend the protest. Every day can go back to normal. Up to so far, we want everyone, we want every business to sympathize with what is happening in Diepsloot, because crime affects all of us in our community.
Okay, so you said that there's been some positive communication from the president's office. Has there been any commitment as far as the president coming here?
There are no commitments so far, but there is communication that we say they are positive. Indeed, we remain hopeful that the president will come to Diepsloot based on our discussions that we had with the union buildings. We agreed that we will meet with them in due course, but we are still waiting for those communications.
Okay, so this protest, you say, is going to continue up until you get a response?
Yeah, it is going to continue. It is going to continue. As you can see, the police now are busy intimidating us. We don't want to be intimidating. We are walking here on the street. We are not doing any crime. Criminals are here in these shacks. So these are the things that we're avoiding. We don't want to be intimidated. We know all right, we've got a right to do what we are doing here. We don't want to be intimidated by police.
So how long is this protest going to go on, if I may ask? Because you've said that you're going to intensify this particular protest, but you're saying that now you are receiving some indications that perhaps there is positive responses from the office of the president.
We are receiving positive communication from the union building. Indeed, we might call a media briefing later today to announce what are those communications and what are those commitments.
So you're going to continue up until then?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Well, that's Lois Otoia, who's one of the leaders of the particular protest that's taking place here in Diepsloot. Just saying that there seems to be some positive response from the office of the president, but for now they continue with their protest, of course, as you can see, still mobilizing more people to join them. This is what they have been doing even yesterday when they took to the streets. They are marching just throughout this particular area, the different extensions, and they are shutting down the businesses and also just asking those business people to join the protest. So as you can see, at Tumelo, the protest is still continuing, and certainly residents saying that they're going to continue. They are not giving up on their calls for the president to come to this area, but not only that, for an end to the crime in this community.